Update. Am I the asshole for wanting to leave my husband because of what he said during the presidential debate? Thank you to everyone who commented on my original post. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'm struggling more than ever. I really want to leave my husband because I'm disgusted by what he's teaching our kids. But now that I've calmed down a little, I'm facing the reality of what that decision would mean, and it's complicated. I'm genuinely torn, and I'd love some advice on whether leaving is really the right thing to do. On one hand, I want to remove my kids from this toxic influence. My husband's views on women are setting a terrible example for our son and daughter, and I don't want them to grow up internalizing those ideas. If I stay, I feel like I'm just passively accepting his beliefs, and I'm worried they'll start seeing his sexism as normal. If we divorce, he will likely get partial custody of the kids. That means they'll spend time alone with him, without me there to offer a different perspective. I'm scared that during those times, he'll reinforce his sexist beliefs, and my son and daughter won't have anyone to challenge him. If I stay, I can at least be present to offer balance and make sure they understand that his views aren't the only way to see the world. My son is at a very impressionable age, and I've already noticed him adopting some of his father's views. If I leave, I'm afraid that time spent alone with his dad will only accelerate that. Right now, I can talk to him and gently correct those ideas when they come up, but if I'm not there, he might internalize them even more. I don't want to raise a boy who thinks women are weak or inferior, but what if leaving him with his dad more often cements those beliefs? My daughter is very observant, and I can already see the hurt in her eyes when my husband makes sexist comments. I'm worried that if I leave, she'll start to feel that her father's views are true. If she's alone with him for long stretches of time, I won't be there to lift her up or remind her that she can be anything she wants to be. I don't want her self-worth to be shaped by his narrow-minded ideas, but how can I protect her if we're not under the same roof? My husband isn't the type to just let me leave quietly. If I try to leave, I'm worried he'll fight me for custody, and knowing him, he'll push for as much time with the kids as possible. What if he wins more time than I want him to have? I can't control what he says to the kids during his time with them, and that scares me. Will leaving really solve the problem? I keep asking myself this question. Will leaving him really fix the issue? Or will it just make things worse by putting more distance between me and the kids when they need me most? At least if I stay, I can offer them a constant counterbalance to his influence. If I leave, I'm worried the time they spend with him will have a bigger impact on them than the time they spend with me. Ultimately, I feel trapped between two bad options. If I stay, I have to live with someone whose views disgust me and work twice as hard to undo the damage he does to the kids. If I leave, I risk giving him even more influence over our children during the times when they're alone with him. I don't know what the right answer is. Am I just delaying the inevitable by staying? Or am I right to worry that leaving could do more harm than good for our kids? I appreciate all the feedback I can get. This is one of the hardest decisions I've ever faced.